Morning. Don't know where you are, but where I am. It's early. The world's still stretching. The coffee's hot. And the signals are already coming in. Let's take a look before the day starts making demands. This is Signal Check with Adrian North. It's Tuesday, July 7th. The inbox is full, the feeds are moving, and I've got your coffee still warm. Let's see what came through while you were sleeping. 13 days. That's how long it took. Gitea, the self-hosted Git platform, patched a critical flaw in their Docker images, CVE 2026-2889 SIFs, and before the dust settled, threat actors were already knocking on doors trying to exploit it. Sysday caught them in the wild, probing systems that hadn't updated yet. The vulnerability sits in the Docker deployment, not the core Gitea code, but it's rated critical for a reason. If you're running Gitea in containers and you haven't patched, this is your wake-up call. The security community talks a lot about patch windows. Well, this is what happens when you hesitate. 13 days is a lifetime in attacker time. And speaking of attackers, we're officially in a new era. The first fully LLM-driven ransomware attack just happened. It's got a name, JadePuffer, and it's not some proof of concept from a lab. This was a real intrusion against a production database server. Duck Reading's calling it an agentic threat actor, which is a polite way of saying an AI that knows how to break in, steal data, and encrypt systems all on its own. It exploited a flaw in LangFlow, moved laterally, exfiltrated what it wanted, and then locked everything down. The scary part? It didn't need a human pulling the strings for most of it. Automation's been part of cybercrime for years, but this is different. The adversary is learning as it goes. Now, if you're running virtual machines on Linux, and let's be honest, a lot of infrastructure does, there's a 16-year-old bug you need to know about. CP2026, tracked under the name Janescape, is a use-after-free vulnerability in the KVM hypervisor. It affects both Intel and AMD x86 systems. And here's the kicker. A guest VM can trigger it to corrupt the host kernel's memory. That's escape velocity. A compromised guest breaking out to take control of the host. 16 years this flaw's been sitting there, dormant in the shadow page code. It's patched now, but if your kernel's not current, that's a problem. These kinds of hypervisor escapes don't come along often, but when they do, they rewrite the rules. Here's one that'll make you think twice about what you're running. A hacker got arrested. The details are still rolling out, but what caught everyone's attention wasn't the crime itself. It was how Microsoft tracked him down. Turns out Windows assigns every device a unique hardware ID, and Microsoft can use that to follow you across the internet, even if you think you're covering your tracks. PC Mag broke the story. It's not new tech, exactly. Device fingerprinting's been around, but seeing it used in a criminal case this publicly, that's a reminder. Your machine is talking, even when you think it's quiet. Privacy's a negotiation, not a default. Let's shift gears. Runner's World published something that caught my eye. Not tech, but strategy. Jess McQueen, a competitive runner, took 2 full years off. Injury, burnout, life, doesn't matter. She stepped away. And when she came back, faster than ever. The article breaks down what she did right. Restless training, rebuilding from zero, listening to her body instead of the noise. It's a sports story, sure, but it's also a reminder that walking away isn't always losing ground. Sometimes it's the only way forward. For anyone grinding too hard in any field, that one's worth the read. And finally, Canada's Signals Intelligence Agency just published its annual report, and buried in there is a quiet little admission. They hacked drug traffickers, they hacked violent extremists, and they took down a ransomware gang, all last year. TechCrunch pulled the highlights. It's rare to see a spy agency lay out offensive cyber operations this clearly, but the Canadians are signaling, no pun intended, that they're not just defending anymore, they're going on offense. The targets were criminal and national security threats, which most people won't lose sleep over. But it does raise the bar. When intelligence agencies start openly discussing their hacking operations, it means the battlefield's moved, and everyone knows it. It's Signal Check for today. Close the tabs, step outside, the day's waiting. We'll talk again next time.